Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer is still with us in studio, and he has recently been appointed as the acting CEO of the Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
We'll discuss that in a bit, but have you declared your assets?
Well, I just took office yesterday.
Okay.
I mean, today is my second day.
Okay.
So I'm in the process.
Right.
Definitely will comply. I mean, why not?
Yeah, so you have till March 31.
Oh, yeah, yes. March 31 to put it together. I mean, we are ready to serve. We want Ghanaians to enjoy their fruit of labor. So definitely, at the end of it, every brethren will have his due. That is what we intend doing, and we will work accordingly.
Right. Let's discuss your new role. So there has been an increase in appointments of frontline campaigners in government positions. Was this part of a broader strategy to integrate key party members into government?
Well, if you watch closely the campaign strategy of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he was very clear in his mind that, look, this incoming government is going to be one of the most useful cabinet that this current republic has ever seen. Why did he go that path? Now, if you look at the current system that we run, it's quite different from what we used to know in the 70s, 80s, and the early 90s. The governance structure has changed. I'll describe it as currently we are running the Gen Z type of governance. I mean, this is their time. Yeah. And see, they understand each other, and they know what they want. So if you want them to be part and parcel of the governance structure of this country, you put their type in front, okay? The people that they can relate very well. So when he was opening the campaign office of the youth wing, led by Pablo, he mentioned it there. People were not taking notice that this is what he intends doing, that he wants the younger. And if you look at the current NDC, the crop of leaders of NDC that we have, mostly useful. Mostly useful. In fact, below 40 and just few of them above the 40 mark. Okay, so intend to bridge that gap, get the youth closer to governance so that they will take their destiny into their own hands. If we don't do that and we continue to want to live like how we used to be in the 70s and 80s, we're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
That is why he appointed a lot of the young people within the party circles to take charge of the governance structure of this country. And you can see within the shortest portfolio that we have started enjoying the fruits of what he intends doing for Ghanaians. For the first time, 14 days, he was able to form his cabinet.
Dr. Computer, but why party executives and or key party members?
Well, they understand. They put the manifesto together. They ran the campaign. They sold the message to the people. They ran the structures of the party. For example, if you take the regional ministers and all this, they've been regional secretaries, regional chairmen for the past 8 years and so they understand the nitty-gritty of the region very well as party leaders and that. So making him a regional minister is just like he continued his activities that he used to do.
Right.
Because he already knows the in and out of the region, rather than bring somebody who is now coming for you to brief the person. I remember those days. A regional minister was appointed, and they asked me to sit him down and brief him something about the region, brief him something about the party. He didn't just understand everything of what was going on in the region.
Right.
So what were you going to do? You waste your whole year debriefing and briefing him every day. But these secretaries who are now regional ministers, they don't need any briefing of the region.
Understand the region.
Are you getting it? Yeah. So that is the understanding. And you see that things are picking up. If you look at the party officers who have been appointed, it won't affect the running of the party. You see, for now, we don't have any major party activities. Wait, when we are going to have a major party activities, you see all the appointees will claw back.
Okay.
So these our opponents who have gotten 38%, they think that the group that fought them and gave them the 38% are not more there, so they can recover. They should wait and see. We have another plans for them.
Right. Okay. So GIFEC is mandated to bridge. GIFEC, pardon me, is mandated to bridge the digital divide and improve access to information services. However, many parts of the country are still struggling with poor telephony and internet connectivity, as well as inadequate broadcasting services. How do you assess the fund's impact so far?
Very well. You see, it's one of the critical aspects of governance in this country. Unfortunately, a lot of people seems not to know. I mean, it's one of the key areas that I'm going to embark on, rebranding GIFEC and then resetting it to make sure that the beneficiaries of GIFEC will understand what the whole thing is about. You see, it's an electronic communication, and it's a fund that we use to provide rural telephony, okay, to bridge the gap, the digital gap that exists between the rural folks and then the urban areas. For instance, don't be surprised, in some part of Accra, you will have some areas there is no network. Okay, they don't have a network. These are the areas we call underserved communities. Okay, they are there. The Accra is properly served, but there are dotted communities around which are underserved. They are not hooked up to any network. There's no internet over there. And these people, we want them to be part of the digital world. How are they going to be part of it? So GIFEC will come in there in order to provide these services for the people. So, for instance, most of the rural communities, people will have to climb trees in order to make calls. You go there with your laptop, you are cut off. You can't do any business there because no network, no internet, so you can't do anything. So these are the areas GIFEC will come in to provide network and internet services to those areas. We also put up what we call community information centers, where we build computer labs, furnish it with state-of-the-art equipment in order to educate the rural folks about the need for them to understand IT and its impact on their life and how it impacts on their activities. Okay, we are now in this in how we call it climate change. Yeah. Okay, most farmers, because they don't understand that the weather pattern has changed, the rain seasons has changed, they don't know how to plant, and they always end up having a lot of losses. Now, through GIFEC, we can train them on that aspect through our community information centers, so that the local farmers will get to understand that this season is not good for me to plant because the rains has changed and all the pattern has changed. Because now, this AI is there, and you can easily get information about all these things. It's GIFEC who does that. Then we also provide ICT activities and labs to secondary schools and tertiary institutions and train their teachers as to how they can use these things to enhance their teaching and pedagogies and all that. So there's a lot of things that we do. We also have what we call the broadcasting, rural broadcasting. All these things, when we do it, we put up masks, right? Okay, and invite the telecos to leverage on it to provide services to the people.
Dr. Tanko, is this something that GIFEC already does, or is that what you intend to do?
GIFEC, that is what they are supposed to be doing. Right. And they've done some before.
But unfortunately, we don't hear a lot about
that is what I'm saying. The communication aspect of it is what we are going to do a rebranding. It's one of the areas I'm focusing on, to bring it publicly to the doorstep of the ordinary Ghanaian, so that they'll get to understand that these services are there. We are not aware. A lot of communities are not aware that these services are there. And that, why should they say we have network challenge when GIFEC is there? GIFEC will really come in there to support them to make sure that they are also hooked onto the distance. We are doing this because we want, by the time we end our first term, at least 80 to 90% of most of the communities are hooked to internet, so that to help us. You see, if we had all this, GIFEC had upped its game, Electoral Commission wouldn't have been using these fake pin sheets to declare people. Because network is there. You remember when they were doing this exhibition, online exhibition? Yeah. We kick against it. Because 3/4 of the communities were not hooked to network, so they didn't know anything about online exhibition. Right. And so GIFEC is trying to expand to these areas, make sure that all these communities are hooked onto that. And then don't forget, we have 1 million coders that we are going to train. Okay. It's in our manifesto. Yes. And GIFEC is going to be the forefront in implementing that. So because of that, we are activating all our CICs, refurbished it, built new ones, so that the 1 million coders that we are going to do will come upstream, and Ghanaian youth will benefit it. And they will get to know that when they talk of real digitalization, it's John Dramani Mahama government who is going to do it. And GIFEC will lead the charge. Right.
Dr. Computer, thank you so much. We'll definitely, come spend some more time talking about
grateful.
GIFEC. And congratulations once again on your appointment.
Thank you.